Hello and welcome to a very special and somewhat shorter episode of OT, the podcast. I don't have to tell you that Dubai is hot. I am here in a jacket and it is not the most comfortable experience, if I'm being completely honest, but I do look cool. I had a little chat earlier with Aren from Havid Nagan, really, really cool brand. He was here in Dubai, caught up with him. We'd spoken to him a while ago. We had a wonderful, 20, 25-minute conversation covering off, what he's been up to, what the future of the brand is like. It wasn't until after we wrapped that I realised that the camera had overheated and died about halfway through, which is why it's a little shorter than normal. But still, it's a really, really good chat. We'll make of it what we can. And thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Aren, we're in Dubai.
Yeah.
I'm pretty hot. I don't know how you're feeling.
No, you went with 2 layers and a jacket. It's not advisable.
Maybe, I struggle with, hot business wear.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah. You have to look the part.
It's good to see you. This is like one of those chance encounters. I'm here obviously for work, and you're here for work too.
So it's part work right now. I'm acting more like a tourist and enthusiast. So I'm taking it in.
Yeah, nice. We caught up. I don't know when we recorded an interview. You were in LA. It was a couple of years ago. I want to say HN01,
yes,
early on in your sort of your journey.
Yeah.
And ever since you released the classic one earlier this year, Andy's been like, we should get Aren back on. We should talk to Aren. We should find out what's happening.
I think the first time we had the discussion was, I think I was deep into production of the OOs. Yeah. And I just wanted to kind of I wanted the word to get out and, introduce myself to the world. Classic one, obviously debuted, end of February or beginning of March this year. Yeah. Sold out pretty quickly, which is, it's amazing to say. We did 62 and, rolled into the HN02, which is currently in prototyping and we're almost there. January, I'll receive them.
So what's changed? That's a bunch of models. You're selling stuff out how has your business changed or how you think about it?
I like to say that I became much more thoughtful about, I released a product with the OO. And it was so successful that I didn't even realize, oh my God, this is something that can work. I didn't really think of it commercially. Yeah. And still don't in a way, but I realized, let's get structured here. So introduced the second model line to the classic one, and already knew that I was going to do the third and final line, which is the integrated bracelet watch that I've been alluding to on social.
Sure,
and all that.
The cat's out of the bag.
Yep. And now I've come to the decision that we will do a diffusion line, essentially, called Origins. Yeah. So, I like to always liken it to Mad One from MBNF. Yeah. Simpler things, because I received, I don't know how many messages after each release saying, I love the watches, I love the design, I can't afford a $10,000 or $15,000 watch. But, if you release something entry level, I can play ball.
Here's my email. Yeah.
It's good for one, introducing and getting people that are early on in their journey into something like this. And two, for the business, this will be more of a volume-based
100%.
Business side. And then under Havid Nagan proper, I will go into complications moving forward from HN02. So that's like the biggest revelation, I guess, for lack of a better word.
Yeah. So Origins will be the diffusion?
Yes.
And what will that be? Mechanical quartz?
They will be mechanical 100%. They will use most likely Solitas or lower end Le Joux Perets.
Okay. Like the G100 or whatever
exactly,
it is.
Exactly. So again, I want to keep them super thin. I don't want them to be like these, just because they're entry level, you cannot have like the elegance or the nuance to the watch. So it'll be more of a play on the dial layout and everything. Okay. So for now, what I intend on doing with the Origins one is a play on Super Luminova. So cool. It won't be simple. It will be multiple layers of Super Luminova, different colors kind of juxtaposing on top of one another. So that's the idea.
And when is that? When can we expect to see a little bit more what's the rollout?
If I'm lucky, end of Q1 2026.
Yep.
At the same time, we're going to be developing the Classic 2.
Okay.
I was initially trying to do the Amanor, which is the integrated bracelet watch, but I met with Guillaume, was it yesterday, spoke for about half an hour.
Sure.
Went back and forth of like ideas and everything.
Yeah.
And it's funny what 30 minutes here will do, back home,
100%.
days and weeks of
emails
emailing.
and back
Exactly.
and forth. Yeah.
So that hopefully will be ready by latest mid 2026. So it'll be a big year. I plan on traveling a lot too. So
and so that's the other side. So we've talked about the product, like that's obviously some huge growth there.
Yeah.
And you just mentioned, catching up with your supplier IRL being, cutting through so much time.
Yeah.
How has the business side of what you do changed? Like, are you talking to retail? Like, what's
yes and no. So it's kind of moving at the same time where my mentality is I would like to have people like, for example, I work with Perpetual here.
Yep.
Who has been an amazing partner. Like it's aces. We did a limited edition with them for the HNO2 and it's like almost sold out already,
it looks hard.
crazy.
Yep.
I would like to have those key geographic locations in Hong Kong or Milan or, all these places that I just don't have access to easily. And they know what's going on with the independents and my level
You're in the
of
right
niche.
mix.
At the same time, a lot of people have been reaching out so much where I'm like, man, this is like, it's direct.
Yeah.
Like why? Like,
why
is
do
there
I
a need
need
for
a
this?
retail partner? Yeah.
Now I'm still very open to it and probably lean more towards having retail partners. But it tells you like how much this thing has changed so much.
And I think that's that sort of, this is not a challenge that's unique to you. I mean, there's that sort of the sustainability of the business. Like you're hot, right? Like, you're hot for a moment. You got that demand coming in, but maybe that changes. Then you need that security of those guys that are like, that can be local in that market, like, telling your story as well. So it's one of the real 21st century watch retail, especially at this explosion of like cool indies that are, operating at different price points.
It's, what hasn't changed, in my opinion, is how you meet and treat people. Yeah. And this event like has been like the perfect example of that, where finally all these people that I've been DMing with on Instagram and WhatsApp and all this, finally I get to meet them in person. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, fine. Like this is what it's all about. It's been the most exciting part past the watches. Yeah. The watches are cool, of course. We all nerd out. I swear, like 90% of it, to me at least, is the people. Yeah. And all levels of watches. Yeah. $3,000 watches to $300,000 watches.
Yeah, sure.
That's my favorite part, is just meeting and talking to people.
Is that something you always were part of? Like, in LA or whatever, you were part of the collector scene and that's something you're familiar with? Or is this a new...
So it's by culture, being Armenian, it's already, the whole Middle Eastern thing is all very like, you come to my house, we're taking out the whole freaking kitchen and you're going to eat.
Hospitality is a big deal, yeah.
So by default, I had that. Yeah. Where I learned it even more was my time at Jorn, where I learned, okay, this is what a luxury experience is. You bring people in, you speak to them, like human to human, learning about who they are. I always tell people 2 hours would go by, we'd welcome people in, and a single watch hasn't even been put out yet. Like we're just talking. That's cool. So any boutique that has the wherewithal of like having that experience will focus on that first and foremost. Yeah. That's what I try to do in my experiences here. I like to think of, I want to treat people like my own family. Yeah. So when, so far I've been lucky in that regard. Yeah. And is that something you're planning now? Like, I mean, is this you're going out into markets a little bit more? Will you be in Geneva next year? Like, will you? Yep. Yeah. So I was just telling I was right next to Paul Palungian. He bought one of my watches, and I was telling him like, hey, your watch is due in December. He's like, what's the plan for next year? Like, what are you gonna do? I said, well, first and foremost, I'm going into complications. Like that's going to be the thing. Second, if there's a word for the year, it's travel. Yeah, man. Geneva, Wind Up Watch Fair, man, has been doing like really cool things. Yeah. I really want to partake in that. I don't know about exhibiting because the costs are, I'll admit it's just crazy. Yeah.
I think, I mean, you're going to get people wanting for you to deliver their watches in Geneva. It's like, cool, don't ship it to me. I'll see you in, Yeah.
So this is my first actual big event that I've been to.
Yep.
And it being one of the biggest.
Sure.
I realized the power of it, and I realized, wow, like,
Yeah.
there are so many people that are interested in just actually being here and seeing the watches
Yeah.
in person.